maybe like our future president in Harrison Ford. That's you
Do you know what?
like him
Actually,
when he's younger.
Harrison Ford would have been a decent president for this game. You know, the sign off. But he needed like a proper, like a good, like strong president's name. You know.
There's a really good episode of something on the Madness channel, rating the presidents in movies, the United States presidents in movies, and find out which one portrayed him the best. And it wasn't Danny Glover in 2012. Let me tell you that for a start.
Let's see.
Fuck, he was president in 20.
See?
All right, you know what? Actually,
Morgan
Deadline.com has got there before you, Dave.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. So, first, top of the list, no surprise, Jed Bartlett as the West Wing, from Martin Sheen as Jed Bartlett in the West Wing. Thomas Whitmore, Bill Pullman from Independence Day, of course.
He should be number one. Telling me you don't want to fight for America. Telling me you don't want to fight for America after that fucking speech at the end of the movie.
I don't think there's any. They're not in any particular order. So I'll just shout out a few names there and see which one. Okay, do you know what? Will we do it like the usual kind of like TikTok stuff going on? It's like keep or sell type thing, right? So we're starting off with Jed Bartlett from West Wing. So we're starting off with that, right? Next up then is Thomas Whitmore from Independence Day, played by Bill Pullman. Yep. Who are we keeping? Who stays on?
Bill Pullman.
Ooh, I would have voted. I may have voted there because I would have picked Martin Sheen. So okay. Next up then, Selena Meyer from Veep, played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Selena Meyer with one of the best comedy lines I've ever heard off the cuff, which is "You're about as useful as a croissant for a dildo."
Hey,
which is no, you don't pick. What was his fucking name again? The tall guy in Veep.
When this rock fell from the ceiling.
Anyway, I'm gonna hold you to answer here.
You don't pick Jonah to do something. You don't pick Jonah to do something useful because it's like using a croissant as a dildo.
What's the choice?
Because it's fucking useless and it'll fall apart.
I'm gonna go Bill Pullman because I haven't seen the other one, so I can't.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Julia Louis-Dreyfus because Veep is one of my favorite comedy shows ever.
Decided to vote then. In that case, I'm gonna pick Bill Pullman. So, next up then is Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Herbert from Idiocracy, played by Terry Crews.
Again, not seen it, but Terry Crews.
You've never seen Idiocracy?
No.
Idiocracy is a good movie. I have to see it again to get reference. I'm gonna still stick with Bill Pullman here.
Yeah.
I'll stick with Bill Pullman, but Idiocracy is a great movie. You should watch that.
Okay, so we're sticking with Bill Pullman here. Now, right lads, we're in fucking trouble here now. Dennis Haybert as David Palmer in 24.
Ooh.
I feel fine.
I'm switching here. I'm going for David Palmer here. By the way, we just
didn't watch enough for 24.
And the ground gave way under me.
We didn't watch.
Alive.
Yeah, we just resurrected him.
For several hours.
I'm gonna have to go Bill Pullman here.
You Americans.
Gonna have to go Pullman.
Always exaggerate.
Okay, I put Palmer there, so so David Pullman stays on. Next up then is President Orlean in Don't Look Up, played by Meryl Streep.
Life crystals in a museum, and from a display there, I got an idea.
She was awful. She basically
Where's the crystal?
She basically let the world get given to what was some weird amalgamation of Tim Cook or Tim Apple as Donald Trump called him, and Elon Musk to mine it, and they realized after maybe the first
nothing's Bill Pullman at the minute.
So Bill Pullman stays on. Okay. Next up then, shockingly enough, James Marshall in Air Force One, played by Harrison Ford.
Do you read me?
Yes, I do. I hope this is important.
Now here's your first real thinker.
Brink isn't dead anymore, Maggie.
I think I'm still going for Pullman here, to be honest.
I think the reason that I'm going to go for Pullman is because he was the more youthful, out of the box thinking president.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
he's the right person, right time.
Stereotype,
Next up then is Tom Beck from Deep Impact, played by Morgan Freeman.
Oh, okay. See, that was good. That was good. I'm gonna go Pullman.
No, I'm gonna go with Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
Morgan Freeman wins. He's got the voice. If he ever wanted to become president,
that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, a very good point. I'm still gonna go for Pullman. So Dave, you're the deciding vote.
Okay.
Keep exploring, Boston. I'll get
Bring
back
me
to work
back
on
to
the language.
life. Like.
You got it.
Yeah,
Uh,
but
so I'm gonna go with Pullman.
okay, right. Next up then, Bill Mitchell from the movie Dave, played by Kevin Kline.
No, nothing but
Never
Kevin
seen
Kline.
that.
Bill Pullman.
Nope, very good. I'm glad that we established
Do you know
that.
what? Do you know what's funny? Do you know who'll not be in here, but I still recommend it. I still to this day would shout out that it's a great imitation of George W. Bush, the one from Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. I mean, as far as presidents go,
I,
that
I,
is one
I,
of the
to be
funniest.
honest with you, the way Bush is depicted in King of the Hill is even funnier.
Or The Simpsons.
My
with the
God,
original HW.
Peggy, he's got a limp handshake.
No, we gotta get
Got
out
a
of here.
limp handshake,
If I
Peggy.
stay here, Chinese gonna make
I
me do
can't vote
things.
for him again. God damn it, Bobby. Anyway, next
Or
up,
That's coming
HW.
back. Actually,
HW
that's
The
coming back.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
Okay.
let's see. Next up, then, Constance Payton in the show State of Affairs, played by Alfred Woodward.
Never watched State of Affairs, so I'm gonna have to go with Bill Pullman
I'm
again.
gonna have to go to Paul. I'm gonna have to go to
Yeah,
Paul
see,
Man.
Next up, then, Elena Canero Reed from Diary of a Future President, played by Tess Romero.
Bill
Again,
Pullman.
Pullman.
Yep. Right. This one we're going back into the fucking archives here.
Okay.
Merkin Mobley from Doctor Strangelove, played by Peter Sellers.
Oh. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go.
I haven't watched
I-
Doctor Strangelove in a good
Oh.
15 years, so I'm gonna have to go with Bill Pullman again. I
I am
genuinely
picking
cannot
Peter
remember
Sellers
that.
here, to be honest, because
I'm going
Doctor
with Sellers on
Strangelove
this one.
is a phenomenal satire, and he
I'm
plays it
gonna go
very
with
well.
Sellers for me.
Okay, right, so we switched. Now, next up, Andrew Shepard in The American President, played by Michael Douglas.
Gonna go with Sellers because Michael Douglas has had better in Wall Street, for example. He has had better performances.
Okay,
I've got to watch that actually with Chloe. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Peter Sellers as well.
Peter Sellers. Okay, next up then,
The other trams came as soon as I
Claire
called them.
Underwood and
Maybe
Frank
there are some
Underwood from
controls
House of
somewhere.
Cards, played by Robin Wright and Redacted.
Now, Redacted, you see, I'm gonna go for Redacted here
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Redacted as well.
because just before all that shit came out, when I watched House of Cards, I was blown away by his portrayal. Just
Hmm.
from
Well, you
a
know what?
acting
Let's
perspective.
take the credit away from him and let's go with Claire Underwood. Should we go with that
Sure,
instead then?
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Also
Okay.
gave us his fist bump in the first couple of episodes is the Netflix. Dun dun. That's where it actually came from, because that was at that point. It was the most. That was the bit that they used in an ad, and then they just said, "Fuck it, just use it as the Netflix sound."
Intro.
Yeah.
So the iconic Netflix sound is Kevin Spacey doing that, which I
Right.
suppose is probably the best way of getting that sound now.
Jonathan, you can bleep the name there, yeah.
Oh, we can. We can.
Mr. Black.
Mr. Black. Phoebe Richards.
I quote
Last
that
one
way
then.
too much, by the way. Yeah,
Last one is Jackson Evans from The Contender, played by Jeff Bridges.
I mean, it is Jeff Bridges.
Sellers.
Now we did. We
Did we not-
Redacted won the vote there. By the way, it was 2-1. He's both picked Redacted.
Redacted.
So
It's gonna be Redacted. Well, it's gonna
Yeah, it's
be
gonna be Redacted, yeah.
the female Underwood.
okay. So in that case, then, because we changed the sequence, so the three people.
Brink, did you give me a hand with
Right.
this?
So if we're picking
Sure.
out the winners there, right? So you have a choice between Peter Sellers, you have Redacted, or you have Bill
Three.
Pullman. That's the top
1,
three. And again, we don't know how far the likes of Palmer and Barton would have went in this vote. But if we're picking out of the three, who's your president? Who's your president going? You're picking for a movie.
Bill Pullman, he seems to be like the better one of the whole lot.
Pullman.
Again,
And there we have it. Yep.
invasion.
100% agree.
Pullman.
There you go. So that is
That
proof
was the
president,
longest
proof
visit
positive,
post
folks.
yet.
The best president ever was Bill Pullman.
The whole
I will
tweet
him later.
centered on
Okay,
this.
fantasy poking here, lads. Right, from the movie you watched, from the game you watched so far, which
Are these the
actor
life
should play the
crystals?
president in this hypothetical game?
Like the one you used to bring me back to life? They look like
Billy Bob Thornton.
that it couldn't be more clear. These life
Even though
crystals are
he's
the
never
reason they
pressed.
brought us to this world.
I don't know.
Try-
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
They
just
have
because of the
found
Terminator
secret of
crossover there.
life, and they want to share.
Yeah.
I think Harrison Ford is a good shout, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd
I
go
don't
with
care
Harrison.
what language.
Yeah.
1995
That
Harrison
ghost
Ford?
shaped itself
Yeah.
like a skull.
Yeah, like
It was warning us. These crystals are dangerous.
I'm gonna check to make sure the pizza hasn't
It
like
was the symbol of
burnt.
death.
Yeah, you
cremated.
do that.
Yeah.
These
Mhm.
crystals
Yeah, that'd be a
are
good idea, yeah.
antidote for death. That's what it
Um,
meant.
So yeah,
But if there are
so back
side
with the plot.
effects.
Basically
think of
we
that?
brought Brink back to life,
The side
and
effect is
not
that I
only does he feel
better than I
okay, he
ever
feels
felt
better than
before.
ever, and he thinks that these
You
life
had
crystals
used
are
a life
really,
crystal
really
on
good, and we
yourself.
should have some
Your
more of
mind
them.
would also
And lo and
be as
behold,
clear as mine.
this story
And
we
you'd
couldn't
see
open by
that there is
by
nothing more
ourselves. Now
important
that we have
than
two
getting
people
these
to
crystals
do
and
it,
using
we've
them.
now found an entire
Brink, I think
fucking
you're wrong.
box of them. Literally
I think we need to
fucking
be
shed
careful.
loads of it,
These
including a
aliens are
bomb
kind
on the
and
floor there,
good,
which I forget to
Commander.
pick up
They
the
have
first
given
time.
us a gift. Yeah? Well, if this is all so perfect, where are these aliens? Maybe
So
we've
not
moved on
only
to a
does Brink
higher
feel
plane of
really good, but he's
existence.
actually
Or
smugger
maybe
than
they're all
ever.
dead.
And he thinks that we're just being crazy by not
See how
actually
badly
feeling
your
better
brain
for
is
him.
working. How could they be dead?
No, it's actually us that are
They
being weird here
invented
now.
these life
Not him,
crystals.
that's literally died
Commander,
for a
I
couple of
feel
hours
sorry
and came
for
back to
you.
life.
Still tied down by an ordinary mind and ordinary fears. But I feel too good to want to argue with you. Believe what you want. I'm taking as many of these crystals as I can carry.
Warner Brothers, in their insane wisdom with the money that they waste, won't renew Sesame Street, one of the most iconic kid
Well, I'm
shows,
gonna take some for study back on Earth.
probably for the last couple of generations,
But
Hmm.
you will.
up there with the
Commander.
Muppets. But will give money to Tony Khan to feed his cocaine addiction.
Maybe I should
Well, you
add
see,
one more life
one
crystal.
is a family-friendly product that teaches life lessons to kids, and the other is Sesame Street. So,
Yeah.
you know, you have to be fair, like, you know.
I have many crystals.
As you can see, the view of Brink grabbing a whole lot of these crystals for his own personal use, it's definitely not a warning of any description.
No, that's a perfectly fine thing to do.
Yeah, I mean, it did save his life after all. I mean, he's just really grateful for the crystals for his newfound health.
I can't use these two things together.
Now, I am stocking up on a couple of these crystals, but that's only because I actually do need a couple of them later on. Because we do have a
Oh,
couple
sure,
Yeah.
sure. We need a couple. Jonathan, we need to have a talk. All right, we'll have a talk.
I don't have a problem. You have a problem, right? Fuck you.
I just accidentally wanted to throw these tablets. So, oops.
Gross. Hey, Brink.
You're giving out about me having fucking substance stuff in your bite, and you open up other people's fucking
Brink?
pills.
Where are you?
We gotta have. Be great now if there was designated boxes for these things, and we knew the difference between the two.
That is a you problem, my friend. I can't fucking answer to that.
These are my habits. These are my. If I stop taking these for a couple of days, I have a mental breakdown because I dropped the spoon.
Thanks run off. He was
I'm
acting very
actually,
rational when we
I'm
found
happy
a
to hear
big
that.
supply of life crystals. Afraid maybe those things are
So, because we went to see the sea creature again, that scared off Brink, so now he's disappeared completely.
What a pussy. So we get to know the crystals, he feels better than ever. He sees one fucking big snake and he's like, ugh!
And he picks off, yeah.
Yeah,
In fairness,
what
like,
a
he's, in fairness, he's kind of sick of us, so I think he just used it as an excuse to dip. Like, for a German, he is well versed in the Irish Republic. Except we don't need a Leo Pleurodon to do that. We just gotta fuck off basically whenever
That's
it
basically
says.
what I did last
Maybe
night.
it's my deal.
I told one girl in the whole group, I'm going to the bathroom, and that was, I told her a couple of hours beforehand, that's my cue when you know I'm leaving.
Yeah.
When I go to the bathroom. Oh, 2 hours later, I text into the group chat, going, Amanda Lewis, see you tomorrow.
I used to do this with my mates all the time, and they probably fucking hated me for it. I thought it was like the height of fucking ironic humor. I was like, no, I was actually just being a dick. Like, I was just being a complete asshole. As Dave just pointed out there, it was like, yeah, it's just the best fuck you to your mates. But yes, it was the height of my height of humor.
It's a funny way of fucking just leaving. No, so
Did
I was,
really
gonna have
good
to spend,
names.
I was gonna have to spend the next fucking 10 minutes going, oh, I have to go home, I have to go to sleep, I work in the morning, blah, blah, blah,
That's
blah,
shite,
blah.
yeah. Well,
It's not
okay, so
happening.
here's a fun puzzle which we can talk over because it might take a while. So the turtle that the Leopleurodon just ate there and spat out is obviously all like skeletonized and left on the riverbed for us to solve.
Mhm.
Fortunately enough, there's a fossil right there, just up the hill, that's in basically the perfect arrangement because that's basically where it
I mean,
died.
what are the odds of that? To be in the exact arrangement that you need?
But that's what I'm saying. Like the exact this animal is obviously like around frequently enough to have found a spot to die gracefully, rather than opposed to getting eaten by a sea creature and spat out like a poor bastards. Um, so what this puzzle is essentially is rejigging, rebuilding the animal, the turtle, from scratch using the bones that the Leopleuron has spat out. And basically, your point of reference is the skeleton up yonder, and essentially you just rebuild it from there.
By the way, Leo Plurnos sounds like I can't describe this any other way. It sounds like a fake name they'd give a dragon in a South Park episode when they're taking the piss out of Game of Thrones. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
I do.
Oh,
It does
God,
sound.
yeah. It's the Leo Plurnos. Oh my God.
It is literally because the Charlie Unicorns ruined the name. My God, Leopleurodon. Like
Yes.
you can't say it any
Yes.
other way. Like
Yes.
it's like
Yeah.
they could have picked any other fucking mythical
That's a
sea
fossil.
serpent. And
We've already been through this, Dave. God damn, but keep up. For fuck's sake.
how dare you feed your wife, you prick?
You
How dare you
I
be a
know.
thoughtful husband?
How new agey of me, huh?
What
you fucking
what a
bitch.
what a shit you are.
You do what I do, right? You go in, you get drunk, you have a hangover from hell, and you get your girlfriend to make you dinner. Alright? Like a real man. Okay?
We live in civilized times, not 1945. Fuck.
Yeah, Aaron's just living on the set of The Quiet Man.
What? No, you mentioned me. I may have mentioned you, but it was in a very sexist manner, so we just leave it off.
And this is where he fucking bends over and takes it up the fucking hallway.
No, that happened later on. Anyway.
Wow, that's why you're
Set me up
talking
for
about
that.
holes. Wow, it really is a good Friday night for Aaron.
By the way, Jonathan, we lasted more than an hour this time before I was like, can we wrap this up?
I know. I'm so proud of you. I finally actually have some fucking content to work with here. This is great. We're on a roll here. I might actually wait. I was waiting for you. Anyway, I have to go.
Do you know what? No, because Chloe's still drying off and I still got a bit of time and I kind of want to see if you
Drying off?
She was in the shower.
If you had it finished on the hour mark, you could have been in there with her. Rookie move.
I cannot stress this enough. I'm having currently the farts from hell, right? I think if I farted in the shower with her, that would be the end of our relationship.
That is, you
I think
can't
that
take
would-
that risk. You just
you
can't take
can't.
that risk. No.
It would probably
Heat
be
of
the
the
end.
moment,
I
you
think
can't
Yeah.
do that too. No, you can't.
you got the heat of the shower. You're too close together. You've seen my shower. You've been in my house. That shower is not big. All right,
And
just
there's
about
not enough
fits me.
headspace there either. Like, if you let off one there, that fire alarm is gonna go off.
Gone. The
Yeah.
shower, the bathroom's dead to rights. Then it's
Exactly. The whole thing is ruined. Just
the whole thing is ruined. The whole thing's ruined. So,
fucking ruined. Fucking diabetical. That is.
diabetical.
I like
Yeah,
that.
it was. I don't know what it was from.
I like that. I like that.
No,
Diabetic.
yeah, it was from an old. It's old, some old fucking RT. I don't know what it was. I think it was from. Could have been from Every Match or something. But it was taking the piss out of somebody who was doing one of those vox pops for RTE, and it was like one of these fellas from like inner city Dublin, and he was trying to say a really big word, and he was trying to say diabolical, but because of the accent as well, he just goes, that is just absolutely diabetical, Joe. And it's just
Oh, that does seem like a fucking either Savagery or après match.
I think it's après match.
Yeah, après match. Yeah, that seems to be
Could very well be après match, which would explain it. Because like I said, that is a wonderful little fucking typo, and it's just like it's an even funnier word as a consequence. Absolutely diabetical.
By the way, I found out the other day a bit of music knowledge for you.
Today Aaron learned.
Do you know who originally recorded Red Wine?
Oh, I heard this one before, and I can't remember it now off the top of my head.
Where we keep let you think about it. Dave, do you know who originally recorded Red Wine?
Nope.
Do you remember
Now,
that?
so you're referring to Red One as of UB40, as opposed to Elvis Costello?
Yes. But the original recording of it, the original person who actually, I think, wrote the song as well. It definitely was the original recording of it.
Yeah, I heard this fact a long time ago, and the name has escaped me, but I know it's someone from the 60s or 70s. It's slipped out of my head. I think one of the Beatles coming to mind, but I am almost certainly wrong with that.
It was Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond, yeah. I knew
He was coming to America with his Red Wine, and it's a completely different song. It has a whole different fucking vibe coming off it. And when I figured it out, I was like, no, it's UB40. It's your mum's favourite song when she's drunk. And she blasts it at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Look, this is actually wrong. Change it.
This isn't right. Where is the random reggae fella in the middle?
No, it is. Where is the random reggae from Birmingham? This is not right. This is against God and nature.
It's also
That's
the reason
right.
they made no money.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, all the songs are like covers.
Oh, yeah.
They made no money. Right. They went bankrupt like 2 years ago.
Did they really?
For the second time, I think.
I know alright that UB40 probably weren't doing well when they did a concert in Neptune Stadium in Blackpool. I was like, it doesn't exactly scream success when you're doing a concert there. You know what I mean? Like,
What happens in there, by the way? Neptune.
Oh, just
Stadium.
a pub basically. So,
no, Neptune Stadium's a basketball arena. It can hold about 2,000 people. It is perfect for wrestling because it's basically tin around on the outside. It's fucking perfect for wrestling. The sound that bounces off it so well.
Yeah. Well, it's even speaking of our own basketball arena up in Tala, like Jesus Christ, it is perfect, but the overheads are insane, which is why they don't do it.
Kieran maintains that the viewing experience in basketball arena is shit.
Gross. I'm pretty sure.
Well, they are, but like it's like you're not there for the screens. You're there, like the actual layout of the place is actually pretty good. But then again, when you have National Stadium there, that's cheaper and actually bigger attendance, fucking no brainer.
Yep.